Good morning. Sorry that my video is late. I was birthing puppies last night. My title of my paper is Wells Fargo Corporate Social Responsibility Scandal. Think about a restaurant, fast food, or fine dining. Now think about your favorite apparel store, high-end, or something similar to Walmart. Now think about your local hardware store or a larger store like Lowe's or Home Depot. At any time that you were thinking about these places, did you think about the company's ethics or social responsibility of their businesses? Ethics and social responsibility do not come to mind when we think about these businesses. When they're first mentioned, we think about food, or we think about what we can get there or what we're going to buy there, but we don't think about what their ethics are and what they put out to the society and communities, or their social corporate responsibility. We think about everything else that pertains to the business, though, but when you think about a bank, you think a little more about it and what it stands for. We think about banks as places of trust and hope that their ethics are true. Everyone uses a bank, or most everyone uses a bank. They have some type of account, savings, checking, a safety deposit box, but we are entrusting these people to keep our money safe, to uphold a code of ethics that keeps them honest, it lets us know that we can trust them. A bank is who we trust to house our money. It takes care of our home mortgages, our savings for retirement and in the future, and so many more things. We trust that the banking institute will abide by their ethics and corporate social responsibility. Banks conduct their corporate social responsibility by ensuring that they adhere to laws, ethical standards, and international norms, which produces an overall positive impact on society. When ethics or corporate social responsibility fails, especially for a banking institute, the word scandal will shortly follow behind the banking name. One major example of this is Wells Fargo, the scandal that rocked the banking industry and continuously rocks the banking industry. Wells Fargo has been in the news numerous times over the past few years for the fake accounts that the employees set up. The scandal first was revealed in 2016 that its employees had deceptively opened millions of fake accounts to achieve goals that leadership pushed them to reach. Allegations against Wells Fargo are not only treacherous but absolutely absurd and unsettling. Millions of customers put their trust in this bank to keep their money safe and to be honest and trustworthy. The deception that Wells Fargo committed is beyond heinous, and on so many different levels. It's every violation of privacy and trust, and if you had any bit of morals or ethics, it went out the window. The allegations Wells Fargo ranges from millions of newly opened unsanctioned accounts, wrongly billed auto loan customers for force-placed and needless collateral protection insurance, and some customers never received refunds of unearned premiums on some auto finance products. Wells Fargo will have to pay a $575 million to resolve claims against a multi-state ruling that they violated state consumer protection laws. $575 million are going to have to be paid to millions of their customers in a settlement. This monetary settlement is a portion of a major settlement agreement that spans the entire United States. It touches every one of the states, 50 states. Wells Fargo will also have to create a consumer restitution review program along with the payout. The settlement is the largest multi-state settlement since the national mortgage settlement in 2012. The carelessness that Wells Fargo committed affected millions of customers and its employees. Wells Fargo announced in 2016 that they had laid off 5,300 employees that were involved in the creation of the millions of fake accounts. 5,300. That's astonishing and absurd. Wells Fargo has tried to clear up the scandal that rocked them, which they are the third largest bank, but other scandals keep emerging. Wells Fargo keeps coming under fire. They're trying their best to make amends, but other scandals just keep surfacing since this was first announced in 2016. Wells Fargo will more than likely keep existing, but will it ever outrun the word scandal behind its name? I highly doubt it. When somebody thinks of Wells Fargo that knows about this story, they're going to immediately remember, oh, remember? They created fake accounts in my name. Wells Fargo violated numerous of its customers, and their ethics and corporate social responsibility didn't even exist. They may never get all of their trust back, and they will suffer for it greatly. First and foremost, the ethical dilemma that Wells Fargo put itself in should have never occurred. And if the firm had done more creative strategic planning, they may have avoided some of the mishaps that occurred. The firm should have had a more strategic plan in place to achieve their goals and guide them into the future without violating their customers with such treachery. The senior leaders should have also caught on to what was happening and not put so much pressure on the employees to achieve these unrealistic goals that created the issues at hand. Overall, leadership put goals on employees to reach for sales. Well, when they couldn't reach them, the employees, whether they took it upon themselves or it was suggested to them, they created millions of fake accounts in people's names and then charged them needless insurance and then didn't refund their money to them that they were due. The list goes on and on and on. Either way, they violated trust. They violated their corporate social responsibility to the communities in numerous ways. Can they come back from it? It's going to take a lot of work. They're going to have to do a lot of saving face, and they're going to have to think about stricter ethics. They're going to need to make sure they incorporate corporate social responsibility, and during strategic planning needs to happen. It should have happened from day one and made them know how to reach their goals ethically and without violating their customers. So that's it.